This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12. It reads, "For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another lesson, another video, through the power and spirit of the Most High, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makaha Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth through all the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more than ever, on the highways and on the byways. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites who may look like the other nations but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage. And shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwatian. So I care about that there. Something just caught my eye. But anyhow, nevertheless, the name of this video, the name of this lesson is Now Watch How Everything is Playing Out. Yeah? Now watch how everything is playing out. Watch how everything is all coming together. Watch how everything, is manifesting before our very eyes. The hopeful elect, that is, the ones that has the eyes to see. The one who Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has revealed the vision unto, so to speak. Alright? Now, this lesson here is a lamb back onto the works that we had been doing last Sunday, concerning the controversy that is taking place as of lately with Kanye West and also Kyrie Irving. Alright? Kyrie Irving, who is a big basketball NBA superstar, and then you have Kanye West, who is a big designer, hip-hop superstar, what have you. Alright? The multi-billionaire. Well, he's not holding no billionaire status anymore. But the reason why, I wouldn't say the reason why. What I should say is the reason why I named it this title here. I wasn't going off. The reason why I put it as this title here, because you have to understand the persecution that cometh, We who in this know, as I say, this is only for the hopeful elect, To hell with the rest, to hell with the other 2/3. They still in La La Land, Just over the weekend you had your Tobago Carnival, your Bacchanalia over in Tobago. These jakes, they make it the duty, that they ain't gonna miss it. So to hell with them, there's not for them. So on topic, the reason why I named this, especially pursuant to the saga that is going on with with Kanye West and Kyrie Irving, okay, the ones who really know, where this controversy is taking place and the backlash by other sellout celebrities within Israel, and then you have the elites that be, all right, that is doing the best to twist and control the narrative concerning the truth. All right, concerning the truth. Now you're seeing where the 4Ds is coming into play, and I think now I would say we are in the third D. Yes, we are in the third D. All right, and I learned that from brother Amawan Ibad. Excuse my better rhetoric, but I have to. Yeah, I have to. The first D is disregard. All right, disregard, which in the early stages of this truth, when we start to come out on the highways and the byways, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all right, they were disregarded, by the man on the ground and the everyday average Joe, and what have you. Even with then you go up to the media, where the media would give light on us, but they would disregard us at the same time. These guys, they ain't nothing. They are joke. They don't study them. They just feel that that's maybe venting out the frustration of our respective community, the Negroes, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American, Indians, Caribs, Arawak. They may be just venting out for the injustice and all these things that had took place upon them over the years. Alright, but they see now, with our persistency, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, yeah, they had moved into the second phase, which is the second D, which is to discredit. And that discredit goes into where they would come with the so-called fact checkers and the think tanks and the rabbis and whatnot, and the witches and warlocks who is in Christianity, these pastors and whatnot, who would try to say they're debunking us and what have you. Listen carefully to what I'm saying, because this is very important. These first 10 minutes of what this ranting that I ranting here is very important. All right, where they would come with these things, they would discredit with their lies, come with their lies to try to debunk us. But they see now that it is not working. So now they are in their third phase. The third phase is actually making way now, all right, for the fourth phase. The third phase is demonize. Right now we are entering into the third phase where they are going to start to demonize the prophets and demonize our heritage, whereas anybody within the nation of Israel who is reclaiming their true heritage, right, is going to be deemed a terrorist, is going to be deemed a domestic terrorist. And when they get through with that and demonize through their media and what have you, then there's going to go to the last phase, which is to destroy, which is to do what? To come in, where the scripture said the enemy shall come in like a flood. Alright? But concerning the third phase, which goes into demonizing, this is what you all have to understand pursuant to. This is why we as the prophets And I want to say you all too, I'm speaking the ones who is in this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely. Alright? Let's take a look at Isaiah. The book of Isaiah chapter 59. Chapter 59 and verse 15. It reads, Yea, truth faileth. Yeah, truth faileth. And he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Alright? He that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And this is what is taking place right now. We are the prey right now because, we come to the understanding and realization of who we are. Who we are as a people, who we are as a nation, and who is our power. But more so, the reason why we are in this predicament that we are in. Alright? And hence by the prophecy, in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves and shall think upon all the wrongdoings, that's roughly paraphrasing that our forefathers had done, and we will try to do our best to make amends. You can go and read it. That's Baruch 2 and 29 that are quoting and just giving our insight on what it really speaks about in Baruch 2 and 29, going all onwards down to the very last verse. Yeah? We coming back to that repentant state, and having that remorse for all our wicked deeds, and returning towards our Father and our big brother Yahushua, and trying to serve them and seek them 10 times more to the best of our ability. So by doing that, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Alright? We are what? We are being demonized for reclaiming our true identity, our true heritage, and exposing the lies of Esau Edom, exposing the lies of those 1948ers, those small hatters, alright, and going through the scriptures, okay, and proving through the scriptures who we truly are and who they truly are, these 1948ers, alright. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him. The Lord saw it, and what displeased him? The injustice that we are experiencing by turning towards him, seeking righteousness. All right, that's why it displeased him, and he's displeased with too. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that there was no judgment. All right, that there was no judgment in what? There was no judgment and righteousness being executed, and standing for the truth of what we are proclaiming. Alright? And what we are proclaiming. Because folly, alright, what you're seeing here is folly is being held in great dignity, which the whole world is under. This whole world is under that folly that is being pushed forward by Esau Edom, the so-called white man, especially those 1948ers. Alright, and we pushing this truth, and it is which is going back to the same Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and the joints and marrows. By we doing what we are doing through the power and spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai, coming out on the highways and on the byways and in front of a camera screen, in front of a computer or a laptop, which is using that unicorn to push this word and push it in its truth and raw way. Alright, doing it according to Isaiah 8 and 20, to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Because we are doing that, this is what is happening to these people right now. Right? That they are pulling their false card, all right, and their demonization by claiming anti-Semitism and what have you. But the thing is, Shem had 5 sons. All right, Shem had 5 sons. And out of Shem's 5 sons, there came a number of nations. So then how the hell you could be claiming anti-Semitism because you falsely claiming a identity and you are being exposed, all right? But you want to push this false narrative that we are pushing anti-Semitism when we are actually Kanye was not lying, all right? Kanye was not lying. Kyrie Irving, he just simply post up something, and for him just posting up something, this is what take place here. Let me see, is I think it's back to Isaiah, yeah, Isaiah 29, yeah. I think it's that in Isaiah 20, yeah, Isaiah 29. I'll start from 20. All right, this is Isaiah 29 and 20. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed. Yeah? Who is going to be brought to naught? Esau, Edom. Because all that you're doing, and trying your best to control the narrative, because you see what's going on, you all, and this is why you all are going to start at going to go very quick. You all are going to switch gears very quick into going into the last phase of the 4 deeds, which is to destroy. Because what is taking place right now, you all are literally losing control of the narrative. All right, you all coming to the realization that all these trillions of dollars that you all had spent, yeah, over the years, all these trillions of dollars, all right, that you all have spent, it is coming to naught. All these traps that you have set and what have you so forth, you all are seeing that you all are the ones that are going to fall victims of your own traps that you have set. All right, everything that you do to keep your house standing and keep your house flourishing, it is coming to no avail. All right, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. This is what is going to take place with you. Why? That make a man an offender for a word. And this is what is taking place now. They are demonizing us and making us an offender because of the true word that we are speaking within its true essence, within its true and raw form. Okay? And by them doing that, let me continue. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. And that snare is going that snare, watch when they go see, there's going to be coming even harder with more draconian laws. Alright? Especially on social, especially on social media. Where now there's going to use our words, and trap our words and use it against us, all right? Well, some brothers is going to be brought forth before the courts, all for the fact that we are speaking the truth, all right? That and lay a snare for him that reprove it in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. This is what is taking place here. And the thing about it is, all we are doing is just speaking the truth. We are speaking the truth and presenting receipts. Alright? We are presenting receipts. We are bringing proof. We are bringing evidence. We are not just speaking because we feel to speak. We didn't just come up just so with an idea, with a out of the blue moment idea to just claim to say we are the true Israelites. All right. What is literally taking place before you all eyes is prophecy, and you all know this. You 1948ers, you all know this. You all know that it's prophecy literally taking place before your eyes, and again, you cannot control it. You have no control over it. So the next phase for you to do is just to do what? Just go all out guns blazing. Because you lost total control of the whole situation. Alright? And again, they are going to, as the elder brothers and other brothers as myself, younger brothers as myself, been saying, they are going to pen these individuals, and individuals like them, you know, these celebrities, all right, who maybe, no, I'm not siding, I'm not siding when I say, no, I shouldn't say siding. What is the correct word to say? I am not fully endorsing Kanye, neither Kyrie, alright? Because these guys are demons. Alright, don't get it twisted with these guys. These guys are demons. It's just that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is just using these vessels as he could use any vessel as he choose, you know, to say anything that he want them to say, you know. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua could use any vessel and pour out a certain spirit upon them, a certain level of spirituality upon them, alright, to utter and say certain things. Alright? To utter and say certain things that, you know, that we the prophets who have been saying for so long, and maybe not getting heard by the ones who need to hear it. Alright? By the ones who need to hear it. So Yahweh Hashem Yahshua may use these idols that, you know, Jake would look up to, but Jake who maybe still have a sense of morals and spirituality, you know, and seeking for something more. And, you know, by them hearing this and hearing the controversy that going along with it, they would go and do their research and, you know, gather their research and whatnot and come into the fold. And this is what, these are the things, alright? These are the things that is chipping away at Esau's power structure. And boy, oh boy, it's driving them up a wall. Because if it was not bothering them, they would not go to such means and lengths. Alright? Such means and lengths to come up against us. Alright, as I see, they're going to link these people to us and what have you, and then start to demonize it on more steroids, because they don't consider us terrorists and extremists, black Hebrew Israelite extremists, and all these nonsense, all these false narratives. When all of us, when they are different sects, and all of us do not have the same ideology or teachings or views, alright, but as the men of great millstone started from the elders and apostles on down, they don't care about that. They are not differentiating nothing. They is lumping each and every single one of us together. Alright? Because at the end of the day, each and every single one of us is of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they want to get rid of Jacob off the face of the earth entirely. See what I'm saying? So they will go by any means and lengths. Alright? They will go by any means and any length to push forth their agenda. All because for the mere fact that that we are speaking the truth. Yeah, when I go to let's go to let me see. I think it's Psalms. I'll have to go to the blue letter for that. Bear with me, because I want to read this in the NLT. I want to read this in the NLT. Psalms. So I'll go to the Old Testament. Alright, so Psalms 10. Psalms 10 and 1, and I'll read it from the NLT. Alright? O Yahweh, why do you stand so far away? Why do you hide when I am in trouble? And Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, he's not hiding. It's just that, things have to take place. Prophecies have to be fulfilled and what have you. Alright? He would come out in his own time when needs be. Alright? It's just that we has to have that faith. We have to keep that faith. Verse 2, the wicked arrogantly hunt down the poor. Right? The wicked arrogantly hunt down the poor. When you go into that word arrogant, let's go to that word arrogant. Arrogantly. Alright, you won't go get in the thing here. But let's go to persecute. That's not a problem. You can go to persecute.
Strong's H 1814. Dalak.
Dalak. Yeah, to burn, to hotly pursue. To burn, to hotly pursue, to kindle, inflame. They are inflamed with what? When you go into the word arrogant, let's come out of that. When I go to the word arrogant, alright, to burn, to hotly pursue, inflame, which is high, they are very highly angry, alright? Alright, web search on that dictionary, arrogantly, all praises, arrogantly in a manner resulting from a revealing and exaggerated sense of one's own importance, ability, that's now. Alright, in a manner resulting from a revealing or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's importance or abilities. Let me see something here. Alright, you can see here, alright, the second definition, showing an offensive attitude of superiority proceeding from or characterized by arrogance or arrogant reply, in anger. Alright, so when I come back here, alright, so the wicked arrogantly, hunt down the poor. Let them be caught in the evil eye they plan for others. Who's that? Who's the others that they have that evil plan to come up against, to persecute? The children of Israel. For they brag about their evil desires. Yeah. Best believe that they brag about their evil desires. They praise the greedy and curse the Lord. Yeah, they praise the greedy and curse the Lord. The wicked are too proud to seek Yahweh. They seem to think that Yahweh is dead. And this is the mindset of these people. They could care less of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, and what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, his ways. They could care less about his ways and what he seeks within the nation of Israel. They just claiming the identity because they know they claiming the identity because they know they can benefit, they know they can enrich themselves from that identity. Alright? They know that they claiming that identity for profit, for all their mischievous gains. Alright, they're not claiming that identity and living by what that identity promotes or pushes or stands for, for lack of better words, They are not about that. Okay? Yet they succeed, you see? Yet they succeed in everything they do. Alright? And this is the thing here, because all what this two-third nigga Kanye speak about them and all what he's going through right now because of what he had spoken, it proves what he had been saying. that they run the world. These are the people that make this world here go round and round. Because they control literally everything. They have their hands and foot and mouth in everything. Alright? Yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them. They snare at all their enemies. They think nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free of trouble forever. Hence the reason why to prove that this is the mindset of these people, look at the measures they are taking right now to bring the whole world under. Look at the measures that they are transforming this world into right now. Take a look. Take a very close look into how they are bringing this world under with the Great Reset, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, all right, the New World Order. Look at the measures. Total control is the agenda. Yeah, that's why they say that. That's why verse 6 says they think nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free. We will be free of trouble forever. Their mouth are full of cursing, lies, and threats. Yeah? Their mouth are full of cursings, lies, and threats. You're pushing, that's anti-Semitism. From the minute you speak out and call out their evil deeds, their wickedness, alright? From the time you started to speak the truth, that's why, let me see if I can get that, and I'll come right back to this. Let me see if I can get that. I know it's in Peter in the back. I remember exactly where. Truth is evil spoken of. KJV. Shucks, KJV. It's somewhere in Peter. 2 Peter 2 and 2. Alright? 2 Peter 2 and 2. So let's go to that. I will come right back to the scripture. I will get it here. Alright, so 2 Peter 2 and 2. It reads. I will just read from verse 2 to go straight to the point. Where it reads, and many shall follow their promiscuous ways. And that there is not only their own ways, alright, as an individual wise, alright, but many shall follow theirs in these 1948ers ways too, alright, because a lot of them will take a lot in these two-third niggers, these Christians, especially these Christians, will take heed unto the false narrative of the demonization of us Hebrew Israelites by nationality, by blood. They will take heed to the demonization propaganda that is being spread against us. They will take heed, alright, so that the destruction, alright, the persecution could be justified. You know, could be justified and credited. In being put upon us. Alright? For many shall follow their promiscuous ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. You get what I'm coming from? Alright? Because it says what you are, as I said in the last, there was a video that I did about 2 months back, Beware of the slanderous demonization. That was the name of the video. Beware of the slanderous demonization that is going to come up against us. Alright? Because, so, then this just goes to show. And it had to be, it really and truly, when I really check it out with the apostles and the elders been saying, this had to be a setup scene where these 1948ers put up Kanye to do what he'd been doing and what have you. Alright? Because when you go back, that video I was going into where the UN is looking to push into law throughout throughout the world. Alright? They're looking to prescribe a law, make legislation throughout all the world to make it illegal. Alright? Where they're calling it conspiracy theories, conspiracy terrorists. Alright? Where they're going to make it illegal for anybody to speak against the Rothschild family, George Soros, or any of these elites, the Rockefellers and what have you, and the state of Israel. And the state of Israel. So now with this whole Kanye West scene now taking place, and what they're talking about since Kanye West come out and say what they are saying, what not, you're having a high rise with an anti-Semitism and what have you. Alright, is now where seeing it, the ones who have the eyes to see it, is where now you're seeing where the moves is being made, alright, to demonize and what have you, so that they can have the justification and shutting us off of YouTube, and then having the justification and coming to come up against us and to say they're destroying. Yeah? Hope you're getting the understanding of this and seeing how serious this thing is. Yeah? So back to Psalms 10 and 6. Do you think nothing bad will ever happen to us? We will be free of trouble. Their mouths are full of cursing and lies and threats. Trouble and evil are on the tip of their tongues. They lurk in ambush in the villages, waiting to murder innocent people. They are always searching for helpless victims. How are we helpless victims? Because we don't have no military might and what have you. Okay, we are not a sovereign nation where we have our own land and have our own military and what have you to fight for us. Alright? Because the scripture speaks about the persecution. The scripture speaks about the beheading of the saints. You know, the ones who will stand stiff for the name of the Lord, the ones who will stand stiff for the truth until death. Because the persecution is going to come very heavy. Alright? Like lions crouching, hiding, they wait to pounce on the helpless. Like hunters, they capture the helpless and drag them away in nets. Their helpless victims are crushed. They fall beneath the strength of the wicked. The wicked think Yahweh isn't watching us. He has closed his eyes and won't even see what we do. This is their thinking. Because they are proud. They are proud of what they are doing. Arise, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Punish the wicked, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Do not ignore the helpless. We pray and ask Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Why do the wicked get away with despising Yahweh? They think Yahweh will never call us to account. But you see the trouble and the grief they cause. Yeah? You see the trouble and the grief they cause, because these 1948ers along with the rest of their nation, alright, the rest of the tribes of Esau, Edom, they are a blasted cancer upon the face of the earth. Everywhere these people go is just death and hell and mayhem. Everywhere these people go, everywhere the so-called white man is death and hell, anarchy, atrocities, genocide, mayhem, displeasure. And this is facts that I'm speaking. This is facts. Yeah? This is facts. But you see the trouble and grief they cause, you take note of it and punish them. The helpless put their trust in you. You defend the orphans. And this is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to do for us, the children of Israel, the hopeful elect that is. The hopeful elect that is. Break the arms of these wicked evil people, go after them until the last one is destroyed, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Lord is king forever and ever. The godless nations will vanish from the land. Yeah? They are going to come at all sorts of wickedness. They are going to come at all sorts of slanders. Alright? They are going to come with all sorts of false accusations. That's why in this truth you ought to know what you're for in this truth here. Alright, because these people know who you are. These people know from the time you start to watch videos, you know, so they know what you're watching videos concerning the truth, concerning your nationality. They know that you have been woken up. If you fall into a camp and you come out on the highways and byways to prophesy, they know it. They even know if your Ba'ashem Yahushai take away that spirit away from you and you're going back out into the world. They knows it. They seek, they make a diligent search of every single thing, of every aspect of this truth here where it concerned. They knows it. They watch our videos. That's why when I go to Luke, you can come here. I'm going to go to Luke 14. Luke 14 and 26, it reads, If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sister, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. See how serious this thing is? For which of you intended to build a tower, set it not down first and counted the cost whether he had sufficient to finish it? That's why me and brother Yerushalayim, you know, early on in the year, some good months back, really on in the year, you know, we made a serious video. Count the cost. When you're coming into this truth, brother man, count the cost. Count the cost. Because all what we have been speaking about concerning what is going to be the total end game where this truth is concerned. What is happening now? Now watch how everything is playing out. Everything is playing out now before your very eyes. All what we have been saying. Not one word that we have spoken to you all and prophesied to you all. Not one word has fallen null and void. Because everything we had spoken is by the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Everything that we have spoken. Who has eyes to see will see, who has ears to hear will hear. Continuing, verse 28, for which of you intended to build a tower, sit it not down first and counted the cost whether he have sufficient to finish it. And that cost is your faith, how high your faith is, how much faith you have in your faith account. Because it's going to be a bumpy ride, yeah? How much faith you have in your faith account. Least happily after he hath laid down the foundation and is not able to finish it, All that who behold it begin to mock him, saying, This man began to build and was not able to finish. Because all you who drop out of this truth, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is going to make you a mockery before your own people. Who, when I say before your own people, I'm talking about the 2/3, huh? Yeah? Because there's going to see how they're being persecuted and being put to death in the worst of ways. And when they see you and all in the same boat with them, they're going to make you a laughing stock. And the prophets, the ones who in the street, yeah, we is going to laugh at you. Right? That is secondary matter. You're gonna be a laughing stock amongst Esau also. Worse yet. Yeah, saying this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000? Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambassador and desireth conditions of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple. Simple. Because the time is coming where you would have to make grave choices. Yeah, you would have to make grave choices. Will you be willing to sacrifice that relationship you have with your family and what have you? All to just stand for the truth, especially when your own family, especially with your own family, which goes to Matthew 10. Matthew 10. I think it's 12. Bear with me. Just now. Not 12. Matthew 10 and let me see. Matthew 10 and 21. It reads, And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men, for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved, which is what he that counted the course and had enough faith to spend to carry him through. Because as I said, grave decisions are going to be made. Because your own family is liable to sell you out. Alright, because remember, we in the phase of the demonization, and the demonization is going to come heavy and hard by the way of draconian laws, draconian measures. And when your family start to get to see how real this here is, I'm talking about a family who not in the truth. When even the ones who need to be careful, have your family members who say they're in the truth and say that this and that and the other. And when they get to see how real this is, I was going to bring the scripture, which is Matthew 13. Let's prove something. Matthew 13. A perfect scripture to think that. Matthew 13 and 1. The same day went Yahushua out of the house. Alright. And sat by the seaside, great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow, and when he sowed, some seeds fell by the waysides, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of the earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because that they had not root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell unto good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100, fold, some 60 fold, some 30 fold. Alright? But now, let's jump to verse 18. Verse 18. Alright? Because alright, let me go to verse 18. You could read from 8 to 17 for yourself, and I just want to go to the points. At certain points. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart, which that represent the ones who Yahweh Hashem Yahshua ain't at all want to get this word, the scoffers and the mockers and what have you. Yeah, the big time scoffers and mockers and jeerers. Alright? This is he which receives seed by the wayside. But he that receiveth the seed into stony places is the same as he that heareth the word, and none with joy and receiveth it. Yet he hath not root in himself, but dureth for a while. Alright, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. Yeah, for when tribulation and persecution ariseth because of the word. Because as I said, even your own family members who say they're in the truth with you and rocking hard with you. Alright? When the demonization, draconian laws, drastic measures is being taken place, that is being drafted up by these same 1948ers. Alright? Which goes back, a perfect example is this. Oh shucks, what are you doing? What was the scripture that I had there first though? Oh yes, I had done reading Luke already. No, it was Matthew 13. No, Matthew. Oh, I didn't read Matthew 10. Right. So good. I'm going good. I don't want to leave out now. Which is actually 2nd Maccabees, where I want to go to. When this started to take place, 2nd Maccabees 6 and 6. I'll go straight to the point. Alright, 2nd Maccabees 6 and 6, it was, neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days, or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. And in the day of the king's birth every month, they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices, and when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices, and whoso would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then mighty man had seen the present misery. So this is the situation here that I'm speaking about. When these draconian measures start to take place here, and you cannot the pass the measures that anybody who proclaim or subscribe or project themselves to be Hebrew Israelites, this is the penalties that he is going to suffer unless you succumb to our beast system. You worship our beast system. You worship our image that we put forth for you, that we here have provided for you. When those measures start to take place, then you're going to see the true colors of your relatives, of your friends, and what have you. Even brothers who sorry to say, but even brothers who may be in the line with you, in the trenches with you, on the highways, on the byways. Because Yahweh Shai went through it with Judas. Sorry to say, but that is the reality. That is the reality. These are the things that you have to look forward to. Alright, because it's not going to be an easy road. So going back to the Matthew 13, and I think was 20 hard reach on 19, somewhere there. Let me see. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so 21 actually. And he that had not, let me see, but he that received the seed in stony places. Let me see, blah, 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 blah. Alright, verse 22, he also that receiveth seed among thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. Which goes back to what, like the rich young ruler. Alright? When he heard the teachings of Yahushua and whatnot, he heard it, and Yahushua, he come to Yahushua and tell him, how could I make it into heaven and whatnot, and he tell Yahushua, I do all them things that you name on the list, and whatnot, so forth, and Yahushua tell him what, sell all that you have, and what he do, he went away displeased. Alright, he walk away displeased. That's why the scripture say, the poor man, roughly paraphrasing, it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven. So yeah, there is a there. Alright? Verse 23, but he that receiveth into good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some 100-fold and some 60 and some 30. Alright, which is meat. Brought forth meat ready for what? Ready for repentance. Alright? Because I say, yes, but the time is there's going to make some drastic measures. Yeah? There's going to make some drastic measures. There's going to bring you before the courts. Alright? There's going to bring false accusers. Yeah? When I take a look at Matthew 26, let's take a look at Matthew 26 and see what Yahushua himself went through. Matthew 26 and Matthew 26 and 51. Let's see what Yahushua went through. Matthew 26 and 51, it reads, behold, and one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck. Let me see. I'll start from 50. And Yahushua, Matthew 26:50. And Yahushua said unto him, friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him. And behold, one of them, which were with Yahushua, stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck his servant on the high priest and smote off his ear. Then said Yahushua unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Thinkest thou not that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled that thus it must be? Alright? That's self-explanatory for itself here, because he know that he had to perish in order to fulfill prophecy. Right? In order for the falling away to take place, in order for the curses, all these things to take place. And the persecution, slavery and all these things. The MOTB, all these things. And the only way it can take place is for Yahushua to fulfill his prophecy of his coming when he was Yahushua on the face of the earth. Alright? Prophesy is coming and to fulfill the prophecy is coming on his death. Alright? To shed his blood for the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright? In that same hour said Yahushua to the multitudes, Are ye come out against me? Are ye come out as against a thief that with swords and staves to take me? Yeah? And this is the thing. And it's the same thing with there's gonna come the same way how they come for Yahushua, the same way there's going to send the martial law troops and whatnot for us. In the dead hours of the night. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, the dead hours of the night when you're good in your sleep. It's the same measures we're going to face as Yahushua face. Yeah? The servant is not greater than his master, yeah? Right? I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and you laid no hold on me. But all this was done that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then all the disciples forsook him and fled. And they laid hold on Yahushua, and they that had laid hold on Yahushua led him away to Caiaphas, the high priest, where the scribes and the elders were assembled. That same Caiaphas who prophesied that he shouldn't only perish for that nation, but for all those that are scattered abroad. You know that one man should perish for the whole nation, right? That the whole nation perish not. That one man should die for the whole nation, so that the whole nation perish not, but not for that nation only, right? But for all those that were scattered abroad. This spake he not of himself, but he prophesied. Yeah? Get that in John 11. Alright? I think from 44 all the way going down, you know. Yeah. The same Caiaphas. Alright? But Peter followed him afar off, and the high priest and unto the high priest's palace, and went in and sat with the servants to see the end. Now the chief priests and the elders and all the council sought false witness against Yahushua to put him to death. Yeah? But found none. Yea, though many false witnesses came, yet found they none. Yeah? And the last come 2 false witnesses, and said, This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of Yahweh and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said unto him, Answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witness against thee? And it's the same thing they're going to do to us. You know, we as in Matthew 10, when I read it further up from where I was reading, you know, he's going to be brought before he's going to be brought before the synagogues and before governors and you know, whatnot, so forth, to be a testimony against the Gentiles. See how this thing is? See how this thing working out? Watch how it playing out now before your eyes. Yeah? And the high priest arose and said unto him, Answerest thou? Or I read that, Salakia, verse 63. But Yahushua held his peace. And the high priest answered and said unto him, I advise thee by the living power that thou tell us whether thou be the son, whether thou be Hamashiach, the son of Yahweh. Alright? Yahushua said unto him, Thou hast said, nevertheless, I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of Yahweh power, and coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest rent his clothes, saying, He hath spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witnesses? Behold, now we have heard his blasphemy. Alright, what think ye? They answered and said, He is guilty of death. And it's the same thing they're going to come to us with. This is why they are pushing for these narratives now. This is why they are making the moves that they are making now. Alright, this is why they are pushing for the propaganda. Alright, this is why they are pushing for the propaganda that they are pushing through their media and what have you. Whether it be on the newsroom, the papers, you know, these entertainment sites, you know, these entertainment channels, what have you, social media and what have you. This thing ain't no joking matter, because they are getting ready to come down heavy, very heavy upon us. Psalms 144. Psalms 144, and I will start at 7. Psalms 144 and 7. It reads, Send thine hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters. Yeah? Which is what? These nations. Yeah? These nations, these heathens, from the hand of strange children. Who is those strange children? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. Yeah? Their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. That's why when I go to Isaiah, coming right back, when I go to Isaiah 26 and 10, Because it says the right hand is the right hand of falsehood. It reads what? Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly. Because their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. Alright, they give you the illusion, they make you think that they are all for peace and all for justice and all for righteousness. You know, they are all for our well-being, you know, and what have you. But that narrative that they are trying to push is further from the truth. So it says, in the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and will not uphold the majesty of the Lord. He will not uphold the majesty of the Lord. So when you go back to the Psalms 144, Psalms 144, and I think was verse 8, I want to believe. Yeah, whose mouth speak, Psalms 144 and 8, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. I will sing a new song unto thee, O Yahweh, upon his psaltery, and an instrument of 10 strings will I sing praises unto thee. What else can we do? Especially in these times that we are living in here now, that is coming upon us. What else can we do but give praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai? There's nothing else left for us to do. Alright? Verse 10. It is he that giveth salvation unto kings, who delivereth David his servant from the hurtful sword. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. We are praying and begging Yahweh. We ought to be praying and begging Yahweh about Shem Yahshai for that. Because the things that they have, the devices that they have devised to persecute us with, it's only Yahweh about Shem Yahshai could cover us from these evils, the wiles of the devil that they have conjured up for us. That our sons may be as plants growing up in their youth. That our daughters may be as cornerstones polished after the similitude of a palace. That our garments may be full, affording all manner of store. That our sheep may bring forth thousands and ten thousands in our streets. Alright? That what we may be brought back into our land and multiply again. Our nation will be as the sand of the sea, will be as the stars of the sky. Alright? That our oxen may be strong to labor, that there be no breaking in nor going out, that there be no complaining in our streets. Yeah? Which is what? Rest. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for rest. In this place here, we cannot find rest. As long as these people breathe in the same air, as all said, as long as we have to share the same air space as these people, we will never be at rest. Happy is that people that is in such a case, yea, happy is that people whose power is the Lord. This is what we hoping and praying for. This is what we hoping and praying for. Yeah? When I go to a couple more scriptures, I almost finished, just bear with me. When I go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, what will these people have for you all? Tell me these people is not the devil. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly say it, reasoning with themselves in the wrong table. Yeah? But not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall hereafter as though we have never been. Yeah, they know what is, because they know what is coming for them. Yeah, they know it. Don't get it twisted. They know what is coming for them, despite Despite they could care less about the Most High God. They know this is coming to them, but you see the thing is, it's just pride within them. Yeah, it's just pride within them. For the breath of is in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. They know this is what coming for them. All right, this is practically the book of Obadiah. All right, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. All right, that's a thing like Job 20 is going into. They shall perish forever like a dung, perish forever like a dream. They shall vanish away like a dream. All right, roughly paraphrasing. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is as a very shadow that passeth away, and our end there is not, and after our end there is no returning. That's what they think, but he is going to return to what? To serve slavery for 1,000 years. For it is fast sealed, so no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointment. Let flower. Let no flower of the spring pass by us. Which is what? Let us have all the resources, all the world's resources. All right. Yeah. Control everything. The gold, the precious stones. The oil industry. All right. Your energy. All these things. You all know what I'm speaking about. The riches, everything, the fatness of the earth. Right? Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds. Alright? Let us enrich ourselves before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Alright? Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this. Yeah? Let us oppress the poor. Watch this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Yeah? Let our strength be the law of justice. Esau, boy, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous. Listen this carefully. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education, because their education is our education of wickedness. Their education is our education of demonic rituals, demonic actions, the alphabet lifestyle. All right, the alphabet lifestyle, the financial system, the do as the thou wilt way that they want everybody to be under, and what have you. You guys know what I'm speaking about. Alright? Woe unto him that call evil good, and good evil, and that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. This is Esau. Yeah? Therefore let us lie and wait for the righteous man, because he is not of our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. He professed, and this is the part here now even going on. Watch this. Right? He professed. What are we doing right now? What we the Hebrew Israelite, take for instance, what am I doing right now? right now, in real time here. What am I doing here right now? Pursuant to verse 13 here, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 13. This first part here. A matter of fact, this whole verse, Salakia. He professed to have the knowledge of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He called it himself the child of the Lord. And what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? So by we doing that, what it is these people have now in store for us? Seeing that this is what we are doing right now, pursuant to verse 13. Which was prophesied to take place pursuant to verse 13 itself. Because when you go to, coming back to that, Hosea, I think is, yeah, Hosea 1 and 9. Hosea 1 and 9, then said Yahweh, call his name Lo-Ami, alright, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God, alright. Lo-Ami means he turned his back against us, you know. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Yeah? In the place where it said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. And by we doing that, by we doing that, he professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Most High, the child of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yeah? He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us. He is grievous unto us even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Yeah? He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. I don't need to break down that. That's self-explanatory for itself. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed. Because it is going to be a blessed thing to die for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Strive for the truth until death, and he will give thee a crown of life. And make it his boast that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is his father, and big brother Yahushai our big brother. Let us see if his words be true. This is what is going to take place here now. Let us see if his words be true. Let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh, yeah, if the just man be the son of Yahweh, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. And this is what the persecution cometh now, because they are now going to put it to the test. Yeah? Yeah? There's going to this persecution that they're bringing forth upon us. Yeah? This is going to be like if they're in the freaking labs, in the science lab. Yeah? This is going to be like a science project for them. Yeah? Get ready, guys. Get ready. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture. That we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with shame, with a shameful death. By his own saying he shall be respected. You think these people right in the friggin' mind, boy? Get a grip. Get a grip, y'all. Get a grip. It's coming. Such things they did imagine and were deceived. Yeah, they were deceived, for their own wickedness had blinded them. As for the mysteries of Yahweh, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. For Yahweh created man, which is Israelites, to be immortal, and made him to be an image of his own eternity, which is the nation of Israel. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil, which is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, came death into the world by the way of who? By the way of the serpent nation who beguiled Eve and reincarnated into who? Cain. Yeah, Cain, who slew his brother Abel. And they that do hold his side do find it. Yeah? Do find it. There's where it is. There's where it is. So I hope you all, get the understanding of how serious this thing is. Yeah? I hope you all get to understand how serious this thing is. And I will leave with these last two scripts. I had a good bit of scripts in it, but it don't make no sense, You all get the point. You all get the point. I don't want to make this thing too long and winded. Let me go to Sirach. I'm going to go to Sirach. Sirach 27. Sirach 27 and 24. It reads, I have hated many things, but nothing like him. Yeah? I have hated many things, but nothing like him, which means what? He, the so-called white man, these especially these 48ers, a special hatred. For the Lord will hate him. Whoso casteth a stone on high, casteth it on his own head. So all what you looking to do to us, you casting it upon our own head. And the deceitful stroke shall make wounds. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare, and anguish shall consume them before they die. Malice and wrath, even these are abomination, and the sinful man shall have them both. I hope you understand that, Esau. I hope you understand that. Back to Wisdom of Solomon, last scripture, chapter 3 and verse 17. A matter of fact, verse 16. As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor. Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. Kal Halayam La Alayanawa Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Bakahadash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of Well. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Let's get their lives and their freedom to do so, now more than ever, for this truth. Shalom unto the speckled-bird Israelites, who may look like the other nations, but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage. And shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwatiam, which is the sisters. Alright, the brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Campaign Trinidad signing out, saying shalom unto the hopeful elect. Wabad Babal, death and destruction unto Esau Edom, and upon Babylon the Great, which is America. Shalom, shalom, shalom.